almost a week. I've been occupied for almost a week of nothing but my responsibility as a freaking college student. It feels so good to finally take the break out of people being totally insecure about the presence of fictional characters. After the recent Anita Sarkeesian video, I've come into the world's most wonderful but unnecessary lesson. The world contains people who are very insecure of their looks, so much that they whine to creators of fictional characters and demand that their presence of these female characters are censored for their own personal insecurity. These people exist. And the worst of all, they are adults. Some are even getting paid. Now, you might be thinking that I'm doing that one Mary Sue article that you guys kept sending me on. Nope. I am not doing just that. There is one more, which I'm going to keep secret for your own surprise. But we're just going to go straight into the one that you guys send me the most, and the one that deserves nothing but mockery. Because I cannot believe for a goddamn second that the same writer of the articles that I bashed in my fan service videos are now whining more and more. This writer attacked gratuitous fan service, unrealistic boob physics, and this time, it's moe. Oh, whoever the writer of this article is, you can attack sexy 2D anime girls, you can attack their unrealistic jiggle physics, but the moment you start messing up with the moes, that's where you need to check your body armor, because you're gonna get seriously wrecked.
I look across the raging war and feel the steady beating of my heart. 嵐の前の静けさに刃を振り下ろしていく。
As traditional Mary Sue articles, I think we need a few arts that you can fap to so that you don't hang yourself as we get through this, and both boys and girls are gonna get it. Enjoy.
It can be easy to focus on the lightning rods of criticisms for anime and manga. Panty shots? Check. Unfeasibly large-breasted characters? Check. Sexualized children? Check. All of the above in a non-erotic series? Check.
This is a problem with people talking about animes. I've watched quite a decent number of animes, and not all of them have excessive fan services, or at least the ones that personally bother me. This fan service issue is better be left out to specific animes, because hashtag not all is very applicable and kind of true in this case.
There is, of course, value in discussing these things, but there are low-hanging fruits. Most anime fans will understand or agree with people taking issues with these elements. The conversation becomes more complicated and more heated once we address aspects of anime that many viewers actively enjoy, consider an integral part of the anime experience, and can't imagine being a problem.
Here's a problem, Mary Sue. Even when you're discussing low-hanging fruits, you're still wrong. You've done a spectacularly bad job at it. I've made 2 videos about that, in fact.
Unreality is key. You cannot feel moe towards a real person. Only fictional characters and moe characters are largely designed to be plausible. Yes, it is hypothetically possible for high school girls to think and act this way without being realistic. No, I have never met a single high school girl who thinks and acts this way.
Oh my god! Thank you, Mary Sue! I never thought I would have figured that out! That's an amazing discovery! You know, unlike other Mary Sue articles where I reply as I read, I've read through the entire article with a bunch of my anime fans, and we both have to suffer a horrendous amount of stupidity. Distort, can you please leave a you don't say counter?
Unreality is key. You cannot feel moe towards a real person. Only fictional characters and moe characters are largely designed to be plausible. Yes, it is hypothetically possible for high school girls to think and act this way without being realistic. No, I have never met a single high school girl who thinks and acts this way. The result is that most moe characters are deliberately unrealistic teenage girls. This looks like half-decent representation of women when your standards have been dragged down by decades of a normal boobs and Lolita, but moe is not above criticism.
Here's the problem, lady. Your criticisms are always the same. You criticize a normal boob because it's unrealistic. You criticize Lolita because it's unrealistic. You criticize fan service because it's unrealistic. And you're gonna do the same thing to moe because it's unrealistic. And the most ironic part is that not one of them is valid, because there are like hundreds of thousands of animes. You have all the options. There are animes that try to be realistic and there are animes that don't. Nobody is asking you to watch every anime. Just pick those that you want to watch. God damn it, how can you not know how this works?
The Moe Manifesto is a book of
Wait. Moe Manifesto? That's an actual book? Never mind, continue.
The Moe Manifesto is a book of interviews with high-profile individuals in Moe subculture. When asked why so many Moe characters are young, Moe Manifesto interviewers replied, "Being young makes them vulnerable, which inspires us to protect and nurture them. The character needs support, love, or care. Even if she is strong and independent, if she is not at all vulnerable, then she can live on her own. It would be hard to approach such a perfect being."
That's the very reasonable answer for the purposes of fictional characters and human beings in general. I mean, human beings in general, they need each other. We need each other. Men and women, they complement each other and they cannot have one without the other. That's a reasonable thing to say. Let's continue.
People into Moe are losers in the love market. In order for them to feel secure and happy, their partners have to be younger and appear to be within their control.
Snap into the loser. Good transition there, Mary Sue. Just... wow.
Because that is when girls are the cutest. They are innocent, pure, and sincere. They don't strategize and play games with people.
Another calm and reasonable response. I guess it does play on the power fantasy of Moe. And, you know, it's fine. It's just a fantasy. Everybody can have that. So what is the complaint?
This undercurrent of misogyny runs through the Moe.
Straight up misogyny. Moe is misogynistic. The Bible itself is misogyny. It's Moegyny. Sorry. And I don't just make hashtag Operation Moe likely. This is a time in which people just straight up flip the moment they find out that Mary Sue are doing this. The Mary Sue is just seeking for people getting into the traffic, only to find out that people are only visiting their archived link instead of the actual site, which, I'm sorry, Mary Sue, that will not count into your ad revenue at all, and explains why you're losing traffic. Anyway, I just want to be done with Mary Sue. I just want to take full break just for a moment so that none of these busybodies, overly concerned, overly insecure mental patients are ruining my animes.
It is not about creating an intellectual space. It is not. Do you understand that? It's about creating a home here.
If they're going out for my Moe animes, I think I'm gonna find an alternative. Let's just play visual novels, you know, like Katawa Shoujo, one of my favorite games of all time. And it's free, link in the description. Great stories, awesome characters, awesome girls, potential waifus. I'm sure that this genre will be safe and sound from these insecure morons, right? Okay. Remember that time where I make a simple joke in my Deus Ex Mankind Divided video?
A visual novel is sexist. Okay, how to make it not sexist? How would you make it not sexist?
Yeah, that one was a joke that I fabricated out of thin air as an example to support my argument. I really wish that wasn't true. I was joking, guys. I was joking. Jeez, I mean, genuine responsibility is tiresome, okay? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, full time in freaking college is goddamn tiresome, alright? Sometimes I just want to take a break out of the real world, get through a good story, have a little bit of a weird fantasy inside my head, and just have some fun for just a moment, please, before I go back to my responsibilities. Because if I overworked myself, I would go insane. Is there something wrong with having fun? Oh, I am sorry. No fun allowed in this time of the year. Just in a time where I want to relieve my stress, and you at the Moral Guardian Initiative have to come in and tell me that it's wrong to enjoy anime girls. Oh, and did you know that you can just enjoy this game as a game and not as a replacement of your real life girlfriends? Oh my god, is that even possible?
Oh my god!
Imagine you're on a side stroll to a park. The grass is green and the birds are singing until suddenly you fall face first to an oversized pair of animated breasts. That's exactly how the demo for a highly anticipated new virtual girlfriend game, Harem Protagonist, kicks off.
Yeah? And? What's the problem with that? What's the problem with that? It's just a stupid harem video game. People play that. So what?
While dating sims with misogynistic themes like harem protagonist...
Sorry, continue. Sorry.
While dating sims with misogynistic themes like harem protagonists aren't necessarily new or unique, the enthusiastic support for the game has received from international players prompts the question, Why do men love playing with virtual girlfriends? Is this type of digitized emotional roleplay inherently dangerous, or can it be, in some cases, therapeutic?
Dangerous?
Citation needed! Do you have any evidence to back up any of that shit that you've just been saying, or are you just spouting a bunch of pseudo-political bullshit, positing your subjective opinion as if it's objective fact, and using a bunch of hearsay and rumor to try and lend some credibility to your flimsy position?
Yet the vast majority of these dating sims are targeted at male players who have been described by various media as pathetic and creepy or just lonely. Despite the stereotype, however, many players feel the games help them practice social skills and learn how to navigate new situations in offline dating.
If you're gonna characterize male players as these horrendously lonely and creepy individuals, how many men are we talking here? Because weeboos, genuinely creepy weeboos, don't populate the majority of people or anime fans in general. Even if you're gonna characterize anime fans in general, well, any discussion about waifus or potential husbandos are always gonna be in a not so serious context. Of course, they're not gonna replace their real life wife with real life women. They're just talking about fictional characters and fictional characters that they love. What's wrong with that? When is hashtag not all applicable here? Oh, and Sargon, if you're watching, please do kindly go fap yourself. All right, back to the article. I'm gonna take that last statement, reverse the gender, replace dating sims with Twilight, and we'll see how it translates into the real world.
Yet the vast majority of these romance novels are targeted at female readers who have been described by various media as pathetic and creepy or just lonely. Despite the stereotype, however, many readers feel the books help them practice social skills and learn how to navigate new situations in offline dating.
Accurate? You tell me. Keep in mind that unlike what some people say in the comments, I'm only pointing out that fangirls and fujoshis exist. I'm not saying being one of them is inherently bad. Go enjoy your stuff and fangirl over something, that's your business. I'm just pointing out that you exist. And this is not a gendered issue. You exist. Speaking of which, otome games. Who are they made for exactly?
The global spread of the genre proves it strikes at a core human need. It's a non-threatening space, Stetson University professor Christopher Ferguson, who studies video games in psychology, said in a phone interview. It can help with stress reduction. Sometimes, dating sims can be a safe space for rehearsing and practicing.
Wait. Are you saying that these visual novels, video games are actually entertaining and helps with stress reduction? Are you saying that these visual novel games are, oh my god, fun?
There have been countless studies about the negative impact of sexist video games. One such recent study out of Ohio State University found that playing games like Grand Theft Auto caused men to exhibit less empathy towards female victims of violence.
That study from Ohio State University, which is incredibly flawed and biased from a university. Ask me who can fill you in on that.
It's not a far stretch to consider that misogynist dating games with interactions like the non-consensual motorboating that introduces players to Izumi could have similar impact. Yet Ferguson thinks it's still too soon to write off games like harem protagonists, especially because users can choose to avoid some of the more offensive gameplay options. Individual users will have very different responses. It's not that the media doesn't have any impact, it's that the impact differs so much it's hard to definitely say this will be harmful.
Well, there's a sensible and rational statement from an individual who is clearly not insane. How are you going to reply to that?
The emotional draw of virtual romance is real and healthy, but many experts agree that video games should be used in moderation.
Wait. What? Where did the moderation argument come from? Why did we suddenly decide that it would be a good idea to moderate these? Because some weeboos decide to deny reality? And why are you using Weasel words? Many experts. How many? Specify. Please.
Make sure it's not taking away from real relationships, he said, citing an issue that is already prevalent among Japanese fans. If players prefer the virtual girlfriends over real-life partners, that would be a time to reconsider. Give yourself a reality check.
That article that this expert cited ends with, guys, Please have more sex with real life women and don't be a pathetic weeboo, because insulting them will definitely encourage them to go outside and get to real girls.
You foul, loathsome, evil little cockroach!
This article is nothing but a display of insecurity from incredibly jealous women name-dropping insults like "you're a sexist and misogynist" simply for enjoying games on a computer. This article doesn't recognize those people who just wants to play visual novels or dating sims for fun and leisure and not for replacing their actual girlfriends. I'm not a dating sim fan. I'm not a visual novel fan. I like some of their games, but I'm not a huge fan of the genre. I don't have to be a fan of these to defend them from people misrepresenting them and insulting them. And honestly, there's no winning to these people who insult these games. There's none. You'll get out of your game and you'll encounter crazy people like this.
This person just sexually harassed me.
I said I'm humongous.
Yes, yeah, that's right. Humongous what?
Humongous.
So now you're actually pointing to yourself. You're actually pointing to your body parts, and you're actually pointing to your body parts and saying that you're humongous.
You'll ask yourself on why you even bother stepping out. Hashtag not all, of course. And to all ladies out there who enjoy video games, enjoy animes and mangas, and doesn't treat men like dick, I'm so sorry that your kinds have to be represented by people who treat men like dicks. I'm sorry that you have to be represented by women who are insecure about their looks, that they decide that it would be a good idea to say, make fictional women ugly so that I can feel better for myself. Well, if you're gonna make all the women in the anime industry, visual novel industry, and the gaming industry look ugly as hell, at least porn can give me some break for once. Maybe Playboy have something good to offer me. Guys, when even a company like Playboy tells you to cover up, we are approaching the world of Shimoneta. There will be a time in which the government says, fuck it, to minor internet censorship and will resort in putting people in slave collars, monitoring everything you say and everything you do, and removing everything lewd and dirty. There will be a time in which people are gonna grow up like Anna, the personification of Encyclopedia Dramatica's Rule 43, who doesn't know what is right or wrong, thanks to her parents secluding her from everything lewd and dirty, which causes her morality to distort and fucks her up royally, creating one of the funniest yet most terrifying yanderes of all time. Our rebellion will consist of us putting underwears in our head and shouting, "Free the penis," in front of the Supreme Court.